Okay, so I made this map and it is um, a little bit of an example of how confusing I can make myself. But if you see down here at the bottom, this is a reference to Zettelkasting. And a lot of my interests, I feel, could benefit from having a system of organizing my notes into a system like this, Zettelkasten, which I learned the name in reference to hearing about Nicholas Luhmann's system, where he collected um, many, many notes. And anyway, I just found it fascinating because he used an alphanumeric system to connect them all. And my different interests, like, say, over here, the pottery, my pottery, when I have different kiln fires, those kiln firings have multiple notes that will um, lead back to uh, one aspect. Like, say, the bisque fire in a kiln will have 10 pieces. Well, instead of having to write down information with each one, having a reference card to lead back to for the date and the kiln run, which kiln I used. I have a bigger one and a small one. And what else? My knitting, the knitting, having my own kind of visual reference system. But I'm getting a little off track. All of these things could benefit from me having a visual reference to prompt memory. I look at it like those end of the year references that you get with your phone. They send you, oh, this is what happened on this date, and they put up a little bit of a history of that day through pictures. And I've noticed that since I do tend to think in logistics and space and feeling more so than images, I do benefit from outside images, images from photographs, images um, from my environment. Um, yes, I do see in that aspect, but when I recall, I don't recall in images. And yet I have a high spatial aptitude. So it's like I remember when I had lunch with somebody and or friends, I remember where everybody was seated as opposed to what they look like seated there. So it's an interesting thing that having a video reference for some of my interests would be helpful. That's my theory. We'll see. First, I have to learn how to do it. But mapping out this um, type of system to record, not just in video, but in notes, would be helpful. And it also helps to link them because I do feel that a lot of my interests become connected like a web. And again, this is just number 9 of 10 videos because I consider this like learning how to ride your bike with your training wheels. I'm trying to keep it simple and to keep going, even though it feels awkward. Um, not having a plan of exactly what I want it to be at this point. And the reason for that is because time just kept getting away from me as far as doing it, because I kept thinking I needed to know exactly what I was doing, but then you learn by doing. So I guess that's it. Again, I keep repeating the same thing because I am at that place where it's a beginner's mind. I really don't know how it will turn out. It's an experiment that I'm exploring. And hopefully, um, as I move forward, I'll get a better idea so that maybe it would be helpful for somebody else. Right now, the, the whole point is just to try to learn how to work the equipment, to get over the feeling of doing something that feels awkward when you don't know what you're doing. So, enough of that. This is number 9 out of 10, and we'll see where this goes in the future.